did y'all see this where Bryce Remsburg pushes his leg off for the pin? I'm going to get Stevens for that, but it was everyone's trying to go, like all the sickos are like, dude, no, his hand came down at the curved angle and all this. It's like, bro, you pushed his leg. You just shouldn't do that. That's crazy. I don't know. Just call it like a shoot, man. Give some semblance of realism to it.
I mean, look, this is a company that there's no leadership. There's no leadership. Nobody cares. It's just, Tony Khan doing, this is for him like a fantasy. This is, hey, I get to run a website, run a pro wrestling promotion, hang out with all my buddies and do everything I want. They've caused me to hate this company. I mean, literally, they've caused.
No, you're not the only one, dude. You're not the only one. A lot of people feel that way. Here's Jimmy Korderas. Shout him out. Big fan. Is this guy serious? What does helping with his travel have to do with that you pulled? It's your job. You handle travel for the talent. Hope you do that better than your in-ring work, not a high bar. Prick, move to a Hall of Famer. Own your instead of playing victim. So Korderas went off on Bryce Remsburg, who I'm like, dude, he's terrible. Now, I deleted my tweet being like, dude, Remsburg, you're so unlikable. But just because, like, I don't even actually know him like that, he's not even he's unlikable the way I see him as a ref. And then just this was cringe too. But again, it's like, I don't know. These people have professional relationships. We're talking about human beings here. So I was like, God damn, I don't want to just throw that out there, I guess, and just be rude directly to, I don't know. I have a heart, damn it. But Bryce is right, says Bryce Remsburg responds to Mark Henry. We watched the video before, right? Remsburg pushes Perry's foot to kick out of the pin. Mark Henry goes, I'm not commenting, I'll be called a hater, which is funny and ironic because he's commenting anyways and he got called a hater anyways. Korderas is freaking out because Remsburg responds to Mark and goes, hey, Mark, this angle doesn't show exactly what happened. But yes, it does, Remsburg. Shut the fuck up. Like, so tired of these. No, dude, just count it a shoot or don't. But you were always so nice to me backstage at AEW, and I constantly helped you with your travel whenever I could. Bro.
You what?
Like, okay. If you think something is wonky, feel free to reach out directly whenever. Why would you put out there, and I constantly helped you with your travel whenever I could? You guys, they're just so, like, egotistical there, man. We're flawless. Nothing can be critiqued. But yeah, shout out Jimmy Korderas, keeping it real and tried and true. So earlier we covered Remsburg. Here's Taz's response. He goes, hey, brother, you do not need to explain yourself or apologize for anything to anybody. As you know, what happens out there in a ring, and talent aren't robots. They are humans, and no one is perfect. You are the best in the biz, IMO. Call that noise. Keep being great. So I don't know. Words of encouragement from Taz. And here's more arguments about the whole Bryce Remsburg thing, which was just so dumb. I must be blind. Clearly, this is a different arm swing for the third count to exaggerate the touching and pushing of Jack's leg. Clearly, Bryce didn't push him at all and was going for a hook third count. So they're literally making up, like, clearly he was going for a hooked third count and stuff. It's like, what the fuck are you idiots talking about? God damn it. But what was the reason to touch Jack Perry's leg, though? This guy goes, some refs do a delayed 3, and the 3 has a different arm swing than the other 2 to exaggerate it. That's not true, bro. The camera angle made it look like he touched Jack, but he didn't. This isn't hard. Jesus, man. Jesus, terrible. So look, see, it says meat spin. Give him that meat spin. Spin to win. Now available at whatever. So then Mansoor tweets out, awesome shirt. Heads up to my followers. AEW employees get special discounts on merchandise using unique links. It's 50% off if you order it directly from meatspin.com. Now you click on meatspin.com and it's like,
You what?
it's a gay corn, unless you're into that thing, whatever, but site. You guys know what I'm saying? Corn on the cob, the long way, for sure. And I don't know, AEW neckbeard, so you guys can look at that. I don't know, it's a pretty trash shirt. AEW is trying to hop on top of the, pun intended, the meat spin, but also the, just, you know, the Outrunners are outselling people like Jericho on a Wrestle Tees or whatever it is. So, we'll share this tab again. So, Neckbeards quote tweets it and goes, "Dear Tony Khan, why is one of your employees directing people to gay corn websites? You must be aware that you have minors who follow your product and your wrestlers on social media. I know that you are a superhuman being and that you will take care of this matter." And so, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty cringe to like, it's just unprofessional and it's weird. It's weird that that Mansoor would even do that. And especially when, like they're all trying to be like, oh, kids to kids. But then meanwhile, they're posting hologram and Tony Khan meeting kids and giving them hugs, and it's great. And yeah, it's just a cringe thing, and people jumped all over Mansoor for this, and then he deleted it. Have a little hindsight, like who's running this company. A lot of people are like, they on WWE for people having their socials controlled or whatever, but and you can tell it's a little more free now, but you just see Ricochet and then this Mansoor thing, just these people, and everyone's human. Like, I'm not mad that he posted the link to that site. I don't give a personally, but he is right. Like, is there not, maybe, I don't know, that if you want to make the argument no one's watching AEW and then say, oh, I'm sure there's kids that watch that, whatever, would click this link. But yeah, it's just being a little responsible with the platform you have, I guess. And it is just cringe. They always go to these fat and dick and fart jokes, it seems like, in AEW. It's just silly. Speaking of just silly, NWA talent have been siphoning gas from fans' cars during the shows, dude. So on Reddit, in the NWA's Reddit, dude. Anyone else hear about this? There has been a lot of chatter about this, and apparently it's quite the problem at the shows. Fans are reporting seeing guys like Rolando and that sleazy-looking merch guy siphoning gas from parked vehicles, dude. Oh my god, dude. So Meltzer said what? Posted something not Meltzer related, and I thought this was hilarious, so I prayed for this and it happened. So, Wrestle Ops, Mercedes Mone shares mixed emotions on extreme violence in wrestling. All Out was extremely violent, and honestly, Daniel Bryan's stuff was tougher to watch. I have mixed emotions. When done right, that kind of stuff can tear a roof off like Daniel's did. However, I wouldn't want my kids or whatever she says. I wouldn't want whatever to watch it, right? And then, yeah, here's AIR Gold Duck. Again, taking a giant L. Do you like stories that make you and your kids uncomfortable? Do you like seeing hard-hitting women? Do you like seeing Flippy? Do you like Real Glass? No, case off. AEW isn't for you. And then literally after, Mercedes is saying something like, I wouldn't want kids to see it or whatever. And yeah, they're just going to all eat their own. They don't understand. Like, it's these fans, these cultists defending this that are like, that keep Tony Khan thinking that what he's doing is right. And I don't know. It's just not. It's been bad. And I'm the biggest AEW mark, especially at the beginning. If I had my pod at the beginning, you guys would accuse me of being paid for sure, because I was blowing it so hard. Like, Dynamite could not miss for me every Wednesday. Now I still don't miss it, but it's, I don't know. It's just not what it was. You guys already know. But yeah, the stands are all going to eat each other. Meltzer said what? Here's Jimmy Van, the founder of Fightful, says, seeing a lot of discourse about how AEW All Out was too violent. Look, I grew up watching Abdullah versus Brody and Piper versus Valentine and Magnum TA versus Tully. Those feuds became classics, and All Out was no more violent than any of it. That's up for debate. I don't know. The outrage for it being too violent are from people who just don't like AEW. You know what I mean? The sickos love that. So, like, what are you going to argue with it? It is what it is. They like what they like, and they're going to cater to what they want to cater to. But, yeah, too violent, I guess that's subjective. I thought it was too much. Hypodermic needles. But AEW Defender goes, I don't want my kids seeing what Hangman and Swerve did last night. Then go back to showing your kids that fighting over worthless possessions like a bracelet is the right thing to do. Like, dude,
God, these guys, they drive me crazy.
I know. It's just such mental. It's like, bro, that is nuts, man. That would be his cope. These people don't have kids. They don't have any people who love them. No one's given them anything sentimental in their life. They don't have, I don't know. You can just tell. It's got to be It's gotta be lonely, as Kanye West would say. So lonely, just kidding. But yeah, dude, it's just like, damn, I can't even fathom, like, I don't know. And even Mercedes Monet was like, I wouldn't want kids to see this. And then boom, this guy's saying this, and it's like, y'all don't align with what the wrestlers want. Like, they don't. Man, I'm telling you, AEW wrestlers don't like these accounts just as much as we don't too. They don't like them. Like, I know they don't. But yeah, those people drive me nuts. Chris Connor, what do you think about AEW Defender's little quip there?
I don't get these fans. I mean, you say you want. All I hear from AEW fans, oh, this is real wrestling. This is real pro wrestling. Well, last time I checked, real pro wrestling wasn't guys drinking each other with people's blood, burning down houses, syringes. Like, do you want real pro wrestling, or do you want just XPW without the sex?
Here's a hilarious video of well, let's just watch. Someone calls Nicki Minaj Hulk Hogan. I thought this was hilarious.
Who you calling Hulk Hogan? You know what? Blocking your ass. Blocking your ass. Hulk Hogan. Oh, hunty. Hulk Hogan.
Bro, that's hilarious.
Hulk blocking.
You're enjoying this way too much.
I'm talking about Hulk Hogan. Who you calling Hulk Hogan?
That's hilarious, yo. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, Savage Wrestling Podcast for $2 says, yeah. Yeah, dude, LA Knight came out on SmackDown as well, cut a fiery ass promo with everybody saying LA Knight.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I'm going to come to your show next week, okay? Savage Wrestling Podcast. So make sure you guys tune into that. Hulk Hogan. That is hilarious.